Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome. It is Delkim Live on a Thursday night. How are we doing, everybody? Hope you are well. We're back again for 30 minutes or so of general Delkim chit-chat. Talking everything Delkim. And as always, if you have your questions, please put them on the chat. Or wherever it is on your screen. It's on my screen, it's down there, and I will answer them as best we can. Good evening to the regulars, Michael, Jocelyn, Ian, Carol, Will Carpy, Martin, hello. Bill Whiteside, hello Bill, how are we doing? So Gary Duggan, lots of people of our regular fraternity join us. We're on YouTube and we are on Facebook. And if you don't know who I am Lee Romang. I am the commercial director of Delkim, and what I don't know about Delkim is, you know, I know everything. So apart from my dad, who knows even more, but I probably know a bit more than him, but don't tell him that. So we are here, and what are we going to talk about tonight? Well, we're going to have a look at a general overview of our alarms, old and new. So guys, I know you are people that's coming onto the brand, people that are buying second-hand ones, you know, the old stuff and the new stuff. So I want to make sure that we're covering all bases. It's not just new, because a Delkim user is a Delkim user as far as we're concerned. Yes, of course, as a business, we would be stupid not to say we'd love you to buy all our latest, greatest alarms, but we don't really work like that. We're a family business. You can see what it says. Where does it say it? There it is. I'll try and point to it. So we're part of a family, and being a Delkim user, whichever alarms you have, is being part of that family, just using that vibration system and getting the most out of your fishing. We invented it and we believe in it, and we hope that everybody gets the most out of it. So that's what we're here for, and we'll help you as best we can. So again, if you have any questions about old or new products, then please get your questions on the chat, and I'll whiz through as many as you can. It doesn't matter how silly you might think it is, because I can assure you I've been asked a more stupid question and it will be something somebody else wants to know. So please get asking questions on the chat, and then I can get through them as quick as I can. I will do my normal housekeeping, because I still have to keep doing this, and it needs to get through to people, but you know, it's here. So if you are buying the new stuff, so the new alarms, so that'll be the txi-ds or the EVDs, so the digital range alarms, you will need the V2 accessories. So d-lok and safety, you need to say V2 on it, and then it will fit your new digital range alarms. If you have anything that isn't a new digital range alarm, then you'll need the old style accessories, which we still make and still sell and will not stop selling anytime soon. So that's the old safeties, and well, we call them the original version. So original version d-lok and safety, they are still available from all good retailers and rubbish ones as well. And the feet, we sell packs of feet only, packs of 3, and they fit both versions of the d-lok. So the old and the new, the feet are universal. So the feet are universal, so you don't need V2 feet. All right, so I still clarify that, because you get people buying all the time. They're looking on the websites, they're buying off of websites, and they're buying the wrong accessories. You need the V2 accessories if you're buying brand new digital range alarms. I hope that gets through to you. A couple of things as well, just a reminder that if you can see that, our new big chunky 60-gram C-slot weights are available now in the shops and off of our website. So if you need that extra weight, the weather, you know, we are heading towards autumn. It's been a lovely late summer's day today, but we are heading towards autumn, so that weather's going to turn and you might need a bit more weight. So it's 60 grams, and of course we do the heavyweight pack of the C-slot weights that are 20 and 30, and they fit the nightlight indication set. That's what they're designed for. They will also fit the slim light, so the 20 gram is about as much as you can have on the slim light. I would never ever be trying to put a 60 on. It just won't hold, the clip won't be strong enough. So those 60s are for the nightlight indication set. So if you're fishing big rivers, lots of flow, or if you're chucking it miles out on a massive great reservoir, or on rowing your boats out on the continent, you will need those heavy weights. And of course, if you hadn't already noticed, I'm just dipping down here to go and get them. You might have seen it on there as well. So we've got the coloured hard cases now available for the digital range. So they'll fit the EVD and the txi-d. So they're just a replacement for the black ones. They fit over exactly the same. There's no difference in the design. And they are available as well from all the retailers. And on our website, they're $6.99 each. Available in all 6 colours. Purple, white, blue, green, yellow and red. And that's about it for those little bits. And again, hangers, all hangers fit all alarms. I don't have to keep going at, but I will do. All our hangers fit all our alarms. Right, so if you've got a plus range alarm, and we'll come to this anyway, you'll see in a minute, because we're going to start having a look at the plus range and refreshing your memory. And they fit all the new digital range. You don't have to have a special one for the digital range. They all fit. So let's just get through any questions you might have quickly. Hello from the Netherlands. Who's coming in from the Netherlands? Jim. Hello, Jim. Vismail. Oh my God, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Willemsey. There we go. Try that. It'd be Willem, wouldn't it? Willemsey. So Jim, hello from the Netherlands. Hello to you. This is how we get the way hangers fit to. Yes, it is. Ian Carroll, you know this. You know this. What we're doing. Right. So what we got? Can you do anything to get a receiver for the EVD? No. The EVD is a non-radio alarm. Where's my EVD? Have I got one in my hand? It has no socket. I haven't got one. Where's my EVD? Not to hand. Maybe, is that the one on there? Oh, right. Yes, that's why, because it's on there. So, it has no socket. It is 60 quid. If you need a radio system, then that's what the txi-d is for. So, the socket at the bottom, and you must always remember to remove by pulling down on the bobbin head. So that socket is for our night lights or our hangers to go in there. So it powers the hangers. So it latches on the same as the LEDs do. If you want to poke something in there and see if it works, well, that's down to you. But it's not designed as an output socket for any other items. It is for our hangers, and it's powered to act our hangers. So yeah, it's not for a receiver. It's 60 quid alarm. It hasn't got a receiver. It's the txi-d that you need with the aerial if you want a nice receiver system, digital receiver system. What is a bite alarm? Well, there you go. I'm sure some people can answer that question. What is a bite alarm? It is a device that picks up the movement of the line. There you go. That's a simple answer to that. And nothing wrong. And you know, okay, I think that's a tongue-in-cheek one, and it is. But there are nothing wrong with anybody asking some really basic questions. You know, there are people, and nobody should ever be belittling of anybody. This whole COVID situation, have no doubt about it, has been the biggest, you know, boost for angling there will have ever have been. As long as everybody was safe and not affected, and I'm sure there are some people that have been affected, and I feel very sorry for those. But in terms of angling in general, people have started fishing and never fished before because they've had nothing else to do. People have grabbed rods out the cupboards at the back of the shed where they used to fish when they're younger. It has been a massive boost for fishing all round, and you know, that's an amazing thing because everybody loves fishing. We're all here, we all love fishing, you guys are here. So you know, for more people to get into fishing wherever they've come from and however they've got into it can only be good for the sport. It means, you know, more money, more investment, you know, not just, we're not trying to sell you stuff, but in terms of fisheries and lakes and everywhere else, and the ERA and everybody, you know, Environment Agency will all look at that and go, wow, look what's happened to fishing. Look what a great thing it's been. Look how people can be safe and do an activity, be outside, you know, all that kind of thing. Look at kids coming in, and you know, and old people and young people all together fishing, obviously 2 meters apart, you know what I mean, but together they can fish, and that's been an amazing thing for the industry and for the sport or hobby, whatever you want to call it, sport or hobby. Okay, and that I think will have some residual effect. It's not going to disappear overnight, so it's going to be a great boost, and hopefully people will enjoy fishing more than they've ever done, and that is only going to be a good thing. What sensitivity setting would be best for barbel on the River Trent? What's that? Rick Mossman. Ricky Mossman on YouTube. Well, you're going to need to set your sensitivity as high. If you talk about the old ones or response, you always set it as high as you can for the conditions you're fishing. If you're getting false bleeps, then you back it off. So that's always the rule of thumb for any of our bite alarms. Set it as sensitive as you can, and if you're getting false beeps, then back it off, because you don't want to miss anything. And you can set it pretty sensitive with, you know, if you're fishing for barb. My dad's fishing actually he lives near the river, and he's fishing for chub today, and he's got the alarms out. And again, it's donk donk on the end of the rod. Pair of eyes, you're using 2 rods, you know, so you can get away with quite a lot because the line's quite tight, depending on how you set up, but generally your line's quite tight, so that will be, you know, you can get away with quite a lot of sensitivity on that. Right, so let me just go through what we're going to talk about today. Danny's Carp Diaries. Can you get receiver for the EV? No, just talked about that, so that's on there. Smashed my PB last Sunday on my new D's. Brilliant, the Carp Father. That's fantastic, love it. Yes, so what we're going to talk about. Right, let's go through the basic principles of the old ones. I'm going to grab my alarm off of here just so that people know, because I get lots of people asking questions about the old stuff. So there's people selling online the old stuff, and people are coming onto the brand. Right, so this is a TXI Plus, okay? If you've got one, you know it. If you haven't, this is a TXI Plus. All right, it says Plus on here. It also has an aerial, okay? That's a molded piece that's part of the product. And you've got the basic function: tone, volume, and sensitivity on the wheel, and a switch that turns it on and off. And you've got a high and low range. Okay, that's on and turn off in the middle, and a high low range of sensitivity. All right, so that's a TXI. That's the top of the range, and that's what works with your RX Plus Pro receiver. Okay, so that's a 6 LED receiver, and you pair those 2 together, and you can use them quite happily and go fishing. And they're a fantastic alarm, and they still are a fantastic alarm. And you know, that's a good radio system. It's a bit dated, but it's a good system, and it depends on your budget, and there's still many thousand people using them. This is not a TXI, okay? This is a standard plus. All right, that, let me get my finger in the right place. That is not an aerial. That is a output socket. Oh, I should really have my phone on silent. I'm very sorry. I'm just live. How could that happen? I have no idea. Let me do that quickly. And so that is a socket, okay, output socket for a 3.5mm jack plug. That's for extension box and leads, okay? It's not missing an aerial. It's never had an aerial. We get lots of people saying, oh, I've just bought a set of TXIs pluses and the aerial's missing. Can I have an aerial, please? No, that is not. That is a socket. It's never had one. It was 84.50 brand new. These were 122.50, so they're a different product. They have the same functionality. They've got a high and low range of sensitivity. They've got your LED brightnesses you can change, your volume, tone, sensitivity, everything like that. But they do not have an aerial. So they are 2 different products. Okay, this was our mid-range product, and this was our top of the range. Then we also have our EV. Okay, so that's EV Plus. You can see no switch. Still has a socket on the bottom there for an extension box and leads, or a plug-in transmitter that we used to do. And you've got push button on there, on off, and there's your dials, volume, tone, and sensitivity. This one was our budget model. This was 59.50, as was, and you turn it on with the push button on the front. Okay, it just has one range of sensitivity, which was the lower end of the sensitivity range, and you've got some basic functionality. That's a good little alarm, and will serve most people very, very well. Again, the Plus has a switch. Okay, it has high and low range of sensitivity, so you've got a more range of sensitivity, and you've still got all your other functions on there, on the rotary control, full sensitivity. So you haven't got a radio, but again, a good alarm. If you don't need a radio, this gives you everything that you could possibly need. And then your TXI, just to refresh, that's got all the whistles and bells. That's got anti-theft. You've got the radio transmitter on it, battery warners and all that kind of stuff, and that connects those two. So please just make sure when you're buying stuff that you know what you're buying, or just have a check, make sure that you're getting what you think you're getting, because I'm getting some people being sold alarms that they're being told one thing and they are not quite what they seem. Let me just refresh there. Anybody got any questions on that? Ricky Mason, I've just answered your question on the sensitivity of bubble. Just bought the txi-Ds, all the extras. How long is the warranty date? You get a 2-year warranty on all our products. So all our alarms have always had a 2-year warranty. Okay, all our products, even the hangers have a 2-year warranty. But with the new digital range, then you get a extra year's warranty for free when you register. So you just go on our website or on our app and you register, and then you get an extra year for free. So 3 years warranty. That's how confident we are, that how good they are. Let's have a look. Oh, we'll be putting dongles in the EUDs. We're putting, as Danny in Carp Diaries, you're going to have to ask a manufacturer that makes dongles, but that's not what it's designed for. So we just, you know, we stripped it down to get the cost down. That's 60 quid for that EVD, and it's a fantastic model. I didn't want to go too much into new stuff. I'm trying to cover old stuff today a bit more, but that's why. So there are going to be some compromises. What else we got? What else we got? Just do the metal loops in the new d-lok support the ES Indic. Do the metal loops with the new d-loks? Yes. So where am I? So there's our. It's a different, depending on which one you got. So this one is for the slim carbs, which is for the, oh, let's hook that on there properly. Okay, so that's for my nightlight indication set. So you just have the different one. That's got the I've got the d-lok on there. Hopefully you can see the d-lok on there, and you use the appropriate wireform, is what we call it, for the arm that you're using. So if you're using the ES, I don't know whether I've got my ES to hand. I probably haven't. My little girl likes to play with them and pull them apart. Let's have a look if I've got the wider one there to show you. Oh, I've got the wireform. Bear with me. Sorry about this, people. I'm not very professional, is it? But there's the wider wireform for the dual carb arms, and that's the narrow one for the slim carb arms that you can see there. And on our new alarms, they just fit straight into the front. You can see that just fits straight into the front of the alarm. So that's got the d-lok on. It doesn't fit in the d-lok in the front of it on the new alarms, but on the old alarms, I'll just remove that, pull straight down to remove. So the d-lok actually has it built in there. So it's a neater option on the older style ones. Okay, so yes, you can fit either or. All right. What's the best way to prevent water ingress in the TXI Plus? Plenty of people having issues with this. Dave Ernest Pearson, I can assure you that over the years that we've been making it, the percentage of returns is less than 1%. So there is not water ingress issues in general. We've sold an awful lot of alarms, and if you put all those people in a room, then there's a problem, because they've got problems. They're not sending them back to us, and I'll be very surprised if you spent £600 on a set of alarms that you weren't sending them back to the manufacturer. Yes, one of the reasons for a failure would be water, but it was still a small percentage of the overall. So, you know, if you've got a problem with an alarm and it's let you down in bad weather, then you just need to return it to us and we can recoat and reseal it, and then it will be back to its full working order. There's no reason why one would let you down. You know, they're all going to let you down. If one is playing up, then that's it. That's why we put so much effort into making them as reliable as possible. So the new ones, we've improved the techniques to put them together and assembling robotic coating machinery, but the old ones were still the most reliable ones out there. So, you know, we wouldn't be here selling product if we didn't have good quality reliable alarms. Nobody's just going to use our alarms because they look nice or beep or whatever, so they have to be reliable, and they always have been. But you know, 1% of a lot is a lot. So yeah, if you've got a problem, Dave, with water ingress, then just turn it back. The battery compartment is sealed, so even if water gets in the battery compartment, that was always the design, it doesn't really matter. Yes, you could fit the safety backs. They are more robust and they give a bit better seal, but again, you don't have to. It shouldn't be that much of an issue. No, we are happy with our customer service department. Paul Harner, we do, you know, we're here to help. That's what we do. It doesn't matter. You know, if we didn't, I'll explain the same thing day after day after day if I have to, because that's what we're here for. So we try our best to help everybody as best we can. So yes, we do get asked some, you know, challenging questions sometimes, and sometimes we think we're telling people the obvious answer and they don't understand. So it means we have to think about how we're explaining things. So that's fair enough. You know, our products can be slightly daunting to some people, and you know, other people understand, and that's just the nature. So not an issue. Hi, hope you keep safe. Yes, Spencer, thank you very much. Shane Burgess, hello, how you doing? Can I change the LED lights on my txi alarms to a different colour? What's this? Mark last name on YouTube. No, they are the colours that they are. We don't do LED changes. They haven't got RGB LED, so there's not a lot we can do on that. So that's you know, they're a fixed color because each circuit is driven slightly different to match the colors, because all the LEDs are slightly different brightnesses, so we have to match them up across the brightness range when we have the adjustability. So you can't just slap another LED color in it. And do you still fix and service old XCI pluses? I'm playing that. Steve Wright, yes. So we still provide a full after sales care for the plus range products. We had to stop, and we can no longer support the real original ones, so pre 2003, but we offer us full service, you know, after sales care for the plus range, and we've got no reason to change that going forward. Just bought txi-d, superb, thank you very much. What's this question about the txi-d alarms? Do you have to have matching RxD with the txi-d, or can you sync the receiver with any txi-d by? Yes, you don't have to match the colours. You never have with Delkims, even with the old style ones. It's exactly the same pairing method, really. We've not changed that. So yes, you don't have to match the colours of the alarms to the colours on the receiver. You've got a free-for-all. You can have up to 4, and it's the same on both, up to 4 alarms in each LED colour. So if you had all green alarms, you could have them all coming out the purple. You can have them in the 4 different colours. You can have them all coming out the green. It's entirely up to you. You have the freedom to choose. You could have up to 24 alarms coming out of either one of these receivers if you've got 24 byte alarms, and you can have them in any colour combination you like. So never ever a problem. Right, so what else we got? Let me just, so I've gone through just basically the basics of the alarms, and of course the main thing I haven't said, which I probably should have said at the start, is that whichever Delkim you buy, you are getting vibration sensing. Okay, they are all work on vibration sensing. That has never changed since 1992. So there's our little sensor, and that's pretty much exactly the same in the brand new ones, these ones, or even the very original ones. The sensors are virtually identical. They work the same. So you've got vibration across the whole range. Never ever change that, and no intention anytime soon. That's how we feel that's the best way to detect line movement. It doesn't have to move, it can just vibrate, and that's one of the reasons that Delkim is such a great indicator and versatile and picks up stuff that a wheel never would, and that's why so many more people are coming onto the brand now. It's been amazing. So what else? What else? What else can I'm just looking at the older alarms. So I said we'd talk about the older ones. Okay, so you've got anti-theft on these. So this is just giving you a brief overview. So if you were buying or looking to buy, you know, obviously people are on budgets. So I'm not expecting you to go out and spend 557 on a set of txi-ds and a receiver. You know, these were 550 when new, but I'm sure they're going for less. I don't even know what the price. Maybe somebody can put on here, what's the average price for a second-hand set of TXI pluses and a receiver going for now? But I would have thought that you're going to get good value for money. So you've got an anti-theft system, so which is the same on the new one. So I turn that on. If I turn this on, okay, if I then turn that off, that sets that off. So you've got your anti-theft, and we were the first to have that, but obviously other people have done it, and we've got an even better system now on our new ones. You know, the range on this about 200 meters maximum if you're in distant. It's about 50 meters in local. One thing you should always know on the receiver on this one, always use it in L. Okay, so if you've picked up some of these, thank you, about $3.50 a set. That's pretty good value for money then, considering we'll continue to service them and fix them forevermore. So yeah, you've got a good investment there. Thanks, Bob Moore. Yeah, then they're crap and worth 50p, so that's fair enough. Nobody's asking you to buy them. You go and buy somebody else's brand, and I hope you enjoy using them. So you've got local and distant on this one. So L, always using L when you're in your swim. That minimises the range of the receiver, so about 50 meters, maximises the battery and minimises any interference that you might get when you're sitting by your rods, because you don't need to move away from your rods. And then if you do need to go away, you put it into D, and then that goes to maximum power. It's going to use your battery up a bit more. You might get some interference on it because it's an analog system, so a bit like when you listen to FM on your car. If you go past the radio transmitter, you get a bit of pop, crackling and stuff like that. There might be some distortion in the sound, but it will pick up your alarm. So that's, you know, that's the older system. That's why we've moved to digital now. Now it's 15 years old. In fact, more than 15 years old. 16 years old now. This system, it was a bit out of date. Analog was a bit out of date, but it, you know, I would imagine for the vast majority, 90% of people, it works absolutely fine, and they have no reason to change at this moment in time. So, you know, simple, effective system. You can change the brightness of the LEDs as well. On this, we introduced the night marking mode, and let me just put that on. So we've got 5 LED modes. When you first turn it on, it's in medium brightness, and if I press the button, it goes into medium brightness with night marking, which when that drops down, you'll see. There you go, that's just got night marking. If I hold it down for 2, it goes into full brightness. Okay, so maximum daytime, I'd say. If you want it, you can go to 3. That's maximum brightness with night marking. Really, that's our sort of display mode that we use when we would display them in exhibitions. And then we've got 3, 4, and then that's the lowest brightness with night marking. So that's like a nighttime setting. So you had five settings of brightness, and with a night marking, which is our unique patented system. And obviously we've carried that over onto our new alarms, and we've got various, you know, got 8 levels of brightness now, and day and night settings, and there's various different ones. But that was where it all started, with the night marking and being able to adjust the LED brightnesses. So that started on there. And just to you know, you've got the same on the Plus. Okay, you can adjust the LED brightness. You've got the 5 levels on that one with the night marking. But on the EVD, all you've got is medium brightness with... Oh, we'll turn it on. There you go. So you've got medium brightness, and night marking is on permanently. So you can't adjust that. That's just how it is. You've got no difference in settings. Right, so that really just gives you a brief outline of the old stuff. I wasn't going to go into too much depth tonight. We're just going to keep it short and sweet, but just trying to give people some understanding of what the older range does, what they are. If anybody else has got any more questions now, Nick, please speak now. Forever hold your peace. Can I get the vibration plate for my TXi Plus? Andrew Brown. If you have broken your sensor, then that needs to come back to us, and we will fit a new sensor for you. It's not something we send out as a spare part. We have to open it up. Oh, same with any of our alarms. If you've broken the sensor, it's fixable. We have to put a new sensor in, so we'll open it up, put a new sensor in, seal it all back together again, and re-waterproof it, so that's ready to go, because obviously that's the heart of the machine, so we've got to make sure. Let's have a look. They're just brilliant. Can you customize them with stickers too? Not the new ones. Well, you can stick your own stickers on. I've seen people try and stick stickers on, but we kept it very subtle and clean and just simple on the new ones. But, you know, we still do the stickers for the old ones if people want to put fancy stickers on. I'm sure people have started sticking their own stickers. You know, you can do what you like with them. It's not my problem. If it's yours, then that's fair enough. We have what we thought was a nice design. If people want to start putting their own slant on it, then of course, do what you can. Never used other LED modes on my TXi other than the default. That's fair enough, Shane Burgess. That's just medium brightness. Boom, on, away you go. So yeah, keep it simple. Encourage you to leave the laptop and get on the bank and hear those beeps. Yes, Paul, get out there. Everybody, get out there fishing. Why not? Weekend's coming. Looks like it's going to be some nice weather. Might as well make the most of it before, well, before we go into more lockdown, perhaps. Who bloody knows? But yeah, at least before the bad weather comes. So, yes, Glenn Cope, try and look after our customers. Our app, please, 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 download our app. It has help. It goes through it. We've got videos on the old stuff, not just the new stuff. So it's got stuff on our hangers, on our accessories, on our old alarms, on our new alarms, instructions, videos, quick guides. You can do your warranty on there if you've got new ones. You can get spares, our updated spares on our web shop, where you've got everything with pictures, so you can see exactly what you need, together with chargeable spares and paid and free spares. So merchandise you can get. So it is all on the app. Find your local retailer, so you can just go and get what you need or order it online. It's all linked into that app. So please, on Android and on Apple, please, 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 just look for Delkim, and we have an app for you. It's there. Can you still get the lanyard clip for the old RX Pro receiver? No, you can't, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, Lee Gray. We have run out of those lanyard clips. We've got no ability to make any more. But with a bit of care and attention, you can cut down the one for the RX Pro. Have I got one? Sorry, RXD. There we go. So that's the one, if you can see there, that's the one that comes for the RXD. So that will be sold with the lanyard. Okay, so that slides in our new alarm. But just a little tip. Okay, if you trim, can you see my big fat thumbs? Sorry, people. I'm turning it upside down, but you can still see. So if you trim it with a knife or a blade, just be careful, don't cut your fingers off. I'm not going to be responsible for that. But you can then get it to fit and slide in there. Probably we just want to put a chamfer on it, and it will slide in there nicely. But that is the best we can do. I'm sorry, it will go in with a bit of care and attention, but we haven't got any of the old ones, so the lanyards are all sold with the new clips, and so you have to try your best. Thanks for the help. Think all props sold. We'll find out the next charity event this weekend. Thanks, Jamie Duro. Yes, we were trying to help you on. It was me trying to help you on Friday. So that's good. Does the warranty cover when bought brand new, as it is everything, or is some stuff wear and tear? The warranty covers any failure of the product in its use. If you've damaged the mouldings, you know, line cuts or anything like that, that is wear and tear. But if the sensor's damaged, then yeah, that's part of the warranty. But you know, wear and tear on, you know, we don't what's the word? It's gone out my head. We don't revamp, recondition. That's the word I'm looking for. We don't recondition the products, you know, put new mouldings on or anything like that. People getting ready to sell them or want them for posterity. We haven't got the time or the, you know, we just can't do that. But you know, if there is an issue in performance because the moulding's damaged, you know, if you broke the aerial off, then we'll fix it. But it would be chargeable. But we generally don't recondition. If you've got a massive, you know, if you've had a swan go through your lines and cut that, yeah, we'll fix it. But that would be a chargeable repair. That is why. And again, guys, if you buy hangers is a 2-year warranty, okay? But please keep your receipt. We have no way of aging them. So if you can't produce a receipt for us to show when you bought them, then it would be chargeable. We don't charge arm and a leg. Average cost of repair for a hanger is about $7.50. So if you've got any damaged hangers out there and you're worried about sending them back, it'd be roughly $7.50 to a tenner to fix them, which is, you know, considerably cheaper than buying a new one. But if they're under warranty, you're going to need to produce a receipt. Just recently upgraded from TXi Plus to the brand new txi-d version. Loving the D&D mode. Thank you, Casman. Loving it. Just bought the txi-d to replace my TXi Plus. I have my alarms on my receiver and receiver silent, just on vibrate. Is there a cover to cover the buttons on the receiver? Bit worried about the receiver turning off when I'm in my pocket. Shouldn't do, Colin. You've got to hold down all 3 buttons exactly at the same time for it to turn off. That's why we designed it that way. But I would always have the volume up a little bit, but it depends what you're doing. But you should be fine on that. We are kind of thinking about doing a button cover eventually, because people have asked for that idea to put something over it just to stop it, because it will sort of beep just if you hold a button down. It won't necessarily turn itself off, but it might be just slightly, you'll get last channel activity or something like that will pop up. So yes, it might be that we put it if people are going to ram it in their pocket rather than keep it outside the person where it's not going to get touched. Old lane, I keep searching on Google. I found some tackle shop at CPS Tackle. They had the last one. One in stock. Okay. Well, we were giving them for free, Will Martin, but if they're selling them, then fair enough. That's just. But yeah, CPS Tackle. That's in Tamworth area, isn't it? Or no, I can't remember where that is. Warwickshire somewhere. Yeah, seek it out if there's somebody's got some. But yeah, we just haven't got any more, so I'm very, very sorry about that. I think that's about it. I know that might not have been quite as in-depth as I had started, but we got dragged into some other areas and different questions. But hopefully gives you some idea of the old system. Okay, it is a good system. Okay, and it will be perfectly adequate for the vast majority of people. Yes, we've got a brand new system, and it is better. It's a better radio system. It's got more functionality. We think it would even catch you more fish because of the beep speed and that amazing ability to use higher levels of response, as was sensitivity. But if you've got the ability to pick up a bargain and get into the brand and, you know, upgrade from maybe some alarms you had, you know, bottom end alarms to the TXi pluses, then why wouldn't you? You know, I would if it was me and it's my money, unless I would want to buy new. But if I was on a budget, then, you know, and you know you're going to get supported. So, you know, we didn't win about 11 best buy alarm awards for no reason. I think even more than that, I can't remember now. I've got them on my shelf somewhere. But yeah, so that is a rock solid alarm. D-locks are the best invention ever. Thanks, Bob Moore. They are very good. Yep, neat, tidy. You hardly see them. They just pop on there, and they are amazing bits of kit. The age-old problem of alignment is solved. Probably people don't even notice them on there. That's the great thing. They're not big like kit-off things that are doing that. But hopefully that has been of some use to you. Oh, what's that? D-locks. Are you able to use with traditional hockey sticks? Yes, you can. And I'll just show you that, Casman. Let me just try and show you. So, they just screw in. All right, so this is the foot part. If you can see that, do that. That's the foot part of the D-lock system, and it's a bolt, and you'd have an Allen key, but I haven't got one to hand, so I can't do it in. But you can see that screws in to your bank stick. This is my bit of a bank stick. If I had a hockey stick, and I haven't got one to hand, but I've got something else that will give you the idea of what I am talking about. He says, wrapping around in his magic box. I saw it earlier, there it is. So, imagine that's a hockey stick, for want of a better way, but it's got a hole in it. Okay, I want to put that underneath. All you would do is, I'll do it that way, put that through there, and then you just clamp it underneath like you would if it was just an alarm with a bolt in. So you can see I've clamped that, and I'll just stick my D-lock on there. So you can see I've clamped something underneath. If I do that the other way around, it might. Let me do it that way, and it pretend it's some like a hockey stick for your snag ears or something like that at the back. So yeah, imagine your snag ears are coming up there. So yes, you can clamp something underneath, and we do sell a longer bolt. So if you did need additional clearance because you had something quite fat and you wanted a bit more thread, that's how much thread is underneath there with that on it. If I take that away, you can see how much thread's there. So you can get one that's 5mm longer if you want to ram some stuff under there. So yeah, you don't have to just use our D-lok, our snag ears or anything like that. It's up to you. All right. What complete kit with dome sticker and was complete kit with dome sticker and lanyard? Will Martin. Not quite sure what you mean there, mate. Can't. Oh, right. Hello. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, we used to do the identikit that had a lanyard and stickers and stuff. We discontinued them. We just started selling separate. If you've got these and you want national flags and stuff, they are on our website. They'll be limited. And the coloured covers for these, we've only got a few left. We're out of purple and red, but we've still got green, blue, white and yellow, so get them while you can, because they will be gone very, very soon, and we're not going to be redoing those. We'll just be moving forward on those. But that is about it. Hopefully that has been of some use. I'll remind you again, please download our app. It is really, really useful, so it will help everybody, not just people buying new stuff. And I hope you enjoy your fishing. Hope it's been of some use to you. And again, we'll be back next week. I'm here every week doing this nonsense, and I don't know what we're going to do next week, but I'll work it out somehow. So again, if you've got any more questions, please put them on the chat and we'll sort it out as much as you can. If you do get 5 minutes, go to DJ Lee Romang. I'll do a bit of self-promotion. Please follow me on my YouTube channel. I can't stream on Facebook anymore. They stopped people doing live music. But please look DJ Lee Romang on YouTube, and please subscribe. But apart from that, have yourselves a very, very good weekend. Enjoy your fishing. Enjoy your Delkim products. Let me know what you caught, and we'll see you again soon. Okay, cheers guys. Good night.